Are you wondering about the differences between concrete pools and fiberglass pools? You're in the beginning stages of planning a project for your backyard and you naturally have questions. Well, let's compare them in today's video. What's up guys, I'm Christian with River Pools, and today we'll be comparing fiberglass pools and concrete pools. We'll be helping you understand the differences between the two across a number of categories. But first, I must say that River Pools is exclusively a fiberglass pool manufacturer, meaning we don't work with any other type of pool, and we don't even install the pools that we manufacture. You'll need to work with an independent installer to get details, to get the nitty-gritty details beyond information that we will share in today's video, which is intended to be a guide to help you with initial planning for your project. We realize fiberglass pools aren't for everyone. It may or may not be the best fit for you, and we hope that today's video will help you make that determination. So let's compare the two across a number of categories, beginning with cost, customization, installation timeline, surface, durability, as well as the maintenance you'll have to take on regardless of which pool type you choose. In terms of cost, typically concrete pools are more expensive than fiberglass pools. We hear from installers around the country reporting that a typical fiberglass pool base package would start at about $55,000, and in comparison, a concrete pool base package may start around somewhere at $65,000. Now the base package typically includes things like permits, the pool itself, excavation, plumbing, filtration, basically everything except the deck, options, accessories, and anything else necessary to pass local building codes. We're just talking about the shell of the pool, water to fill it up, and the plumbing to get it up and running. Everything beyond that, of course, is going to add expense to the project and help bring it to completion. For context, we're seeing complete, holistic fiberglass pool projects coming in at $70,000, ranging all the way up to $135,000 plus. In comparison, a concrete pool, you might expect a whole project to begin at about $80,000 and go upwards of $135,000 plus as well. Again, everything beyond the base package is purely your choice, and of course, every decision to add something to the project is going to add cost. In terms of customization, concrete pools definitely take this category. A concrete pool is built on site in your backyard and can be designed and constructed to be any shape you would like to see or want. In comparison, a fiberglass pool is made from a mold whose design is predetermined. Therefore, every pool that comes off of that mold is going to be exactly the same. Now, there are a variety of molds that each manufacturer has, therefore a variety of designs that you can choose from. Now let's take a look at how long it might take to have a concrete pool installed versus a fiberglass pool. According to installers around the country, fiberglass pool projects can take anywhere from 4 to 6 plus weeks, depending on the complexity of the project and the complexity of the design. You may, however, experience or notice that once crews arrive at your home with the pool to begin work, after day 2, it's very possible for that pool shell to be in the ground, full of water, with all of the plumbing connections made. Just keep in mind that all of the finish work beyond that point in time are going to take several weeks. To get a definitive timeline on that, you'll need to speak with the independent installer you're considering hiring. In comparison, concrete pools can take anywhere from 3 to 6 months to install. We've heard that they've taken a bit longer in some cases, but again, it all comes down to the complexity of the design and the complexity of the project itself. Now let's take a look at the surface of the pool and its durability with concrete pools versus fiberglass pools. In a fiberglass pool, the surface is made of a gel coat material. This is a resin that is hardened at the time of manufacturing, and it produces an incredibly smooth finish. It's very pleasant to interact with and step on once you enter the pool, and the non-skid surfaces make it easier for walking around. In comparison, a concrete pool is typically thought of as having a rougher finish to it. This is common for concrete pools that have a plaster finish. There are other finished material options available at a higher cost, but the traditional concrete pool with a plaster finish typically has a rougher surface on it. Now, in terms of durability of the surfaces, both plaster and other finished materials on concrete pools and gel coat of fiberglass pools are quite durable in nature and can withstand the rigors of everyday play in the pool, to include your pets, who you may choose to have swim in the water with you. Lastly, in terms of maintenance for concrete pools and fiberglass pools, We think that you're going to find that there is a bit more hands-on work necessary when it comes to a concrete pool in comparison to a fiberglass pool. A concrete pool's finish is going to require more brushing, more rigorous brushing at times, because the dirt and debris that would enter a pool or an algae bloom when that happens is going to be more difficult to get rid of. That's because the finish of the inside of a concrete pool is porous by nature. Typically, a plaster pool is going to require a lot of brushing, especially when you get an algae bloom. In comparison to a concrete pool, the gel coat finish does not give a place for dirt, debris, and algae to readily grab hold, making cleanup in these situations far easier. So let's wrap up by talking about who a concrete pool might be a good fit for and who a fiberglass pool might be a good fit for. A concrete pool might be a good fit for you if you have a budget of at least $80,000. If you want full control over the custom shape and design of your pool, it might be a good fit. If you're unbothered by the idea of having to do a bit more manual labor each week in terms of maintenance for your concrete pool, it might be a good fit. And lastly, if you don't mind the idea of potentially a rougher texture under your feet when you enter the pool. All of these would indicate that a concrete pool might be a good option for you. In comparison, a fiberglass pool may be a good fit for you if you have a budget of at least $70,000. You like the idea of a potentially faster installation timeline, and easier maintenance is also appealing to you. Lastly, a fiberglass pool might be a good fit for you if you don't mind the idea of choosing a pool from a lineup that has already been predetermined in terms of size, shape, and design. Okay, my friends, we've covered a lot of information today. We've given you a comparison between concrete pools and fiberglass pools in an attempt to help you make the best decision for you, your project, and your backyard. I'm Christian with River Pools. We will see you in a future video. Catch the wave.